Can we legally go after the Republican administration officials who've been breaking the law, like the Hatch Act, during this administration, after the election or after the new administration? Check this out. Leave your comments, ding the bell, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel. Hill, Pennsylvania. Hey, Justin, what's on your mind?
That sort of aspect.
Justin?
If we're going to run into people who are going to be sorry about that. If all the people who are committing crimes like Bill Burr, like William Burr, Betsy DeVos, and all the cabinet members, are they going to face charges once Biden wins and that sort of stuff? Because I mean, if they don't get charged with something, this could easily happen again, more than once.
Yeah, this is probably going to be one of the hardest decisions that a Biden administration, assuming there is one, knock wood, God willing, and all that kind of stuff. One of the hardest decisions they're going to have, because one of the hallmarks, excuse me, one of the characteristics that we've seen of banana republics, of strongman dictatorships, of governments that you couldn't even marginally call a small d democratic, is that they go after the person who preceded them when they get power. We saw this with Bolsonaro going after Lula in the previous president or prime minister in Brazil. And we see this in countries that are run by hacks all over the world. And so on the one hand, and this I think is why Bill Clinton decided that he wasn't going to go after Jerry Ford or Richard Nixon, and why Barack Obama decided that he wasn't going to go after Dick Cheney and George W. Bush, even though in both cases, Richard Nixon and George W. Bush and Dick Cheney all committed major crimes that could easily have been prosecuted. Lying us into wars. Go ahead.
Here's the thing now. I'm not talking about going after Trump. I'm talking about going after DeVos, Bill Barr, and
I'm with you,
who have committed these crimes and that sort of stuff, because that's what should happen. Because if that doesn't happen, we're going to have a major backlash in 2022. Oh, you didn't charge these people, you're going to let people get away with it again, and that sort of thing. It's going to happen. Yeah. No doubt about it.
I'm with you. It's going to have to be done through a process that is viewed by Americans as legitimate and proper. I mean, let's keep in mind, John Mitchell, who was the Attorney General for Richard Nixon, went to prison, as did a number of other members of the Nixon administration. A number of members of the Reagan administration went to prison or were convicted of crimes. And later pardoned. Ollie North, for example, was convicted of a crime. He was pardoned by George Herbert Walker Bush a few years later in December. On December 24th, 1992, in fact, specifically, was when Ollie North was pardoned. But the bottom line is that those prosecutions were viewed as legitimate processes. So it can't be coming out of the White House. It has to be coming out of prosecutors' offices, legitimate prosecutors' offices going after these guys. And we'll see. We'll see. I am hopeful.